Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. So I thought it'd be nice to show you some of my travel essentials that I bring with me without fail whenever I go away somewhere. I'm actually packing for a trip right now, so I thought it'd be really good to show you a few bits and pieces. Okay, first things first, goes without saying, SPF is so important, and these are two of my favourites. So this one is the one that I use on my face. This is Claren's SPF. It's SPF 50. It's also anti-pollution, and what I like so much about it is the fact that it, provides a really nice base to put makeup over the top. It's completely translucent, it's lightweight, and it doesn't give the skin that horrible greasy feeling which I just cannot stand. So this one is one that I'd highly recommend. What I also really like about this one is the fact that it has a very pleasant smell to it. I mean, to be honest, it does have a hint of the typical SPF fragrance to it, but it's like very pleasant. As you can see, it just kind of absorbs into the skin and doesn't leave any shine or anything, so yeah. In terms of SPF for the body, this is my favourite. I absolutely love this one. So this one is by Cooler, and what I like so much about it is the fact that it's SPF 50. I mean, for both face and body, I always try to opt for SPF 50 because you can never be too protected. What's also great about this is the fact that it's 70% organic, and what's even better is the fact that it has such a great smell to it. It smells like mango and passion fruit, so yeah, it's delightful. And again, it's very lightweight and it gives the body a really healthy kind of glow to it. It smells so good. So yeah, I highly recommend these. Regardless of whether I'm going to a warm climate or a cold climate, I'll always bring SPF with me because you should always be protecting your skin, particularly for the face. Okay, so next travel essential is this. This is quite a substantial battery pack, but what I love so much about this is the fact that it's large enough to charge my laptop. So I think a lot of us use the time spent in the airport or time spent in transit to get a bit of work done, do a bit of admin. So being able to charge my laptop or my phone is really, really important, especially if I'm caught without a power supply. If I were to estimate, I'd probably say you could charge your phone about 5 times or your laptop about twice with this, so it's very substantial. That said, it's a bit heavier than a normal battery pack. So this is by a brand called Hammer. It's a German brand, I believe, so it's a very reliable piece of kit and a great thing to have in your travel essentials. Next up, I have my MacBook. This is in the rose gold colour, which I love so much, and I just love how lightweight it is. It fits in your handbag, it takes up barely any space, and it's just like a really reliable piece of kit. So for both work and entertainment, this is definitely a travel essential for me, and it comes with me everywhere. Another thing that is not only a travel essential but also a handbag essential are my AirPods Pro. These are such essentials for me. I use them to listen to my audiobooks, listen to music, but what makes these particularly useful for travel is the fact that they have noise cancellation. So if you're trying to get a bit of sleep on the plane, these are fantastic. I cannot recommend these enough if you don't already have them. Another travel essential of mine that actually predates the pandemic are disinfectant wipes. And what I love so much about these is the fact that you can disinfect your hands because obviously you're touching a lot of surfaces when you're in transit, but also I like to wipe down the kind of area on the aeroplane that I'm sitting, so be that the table and the armrests and things like that, just to make sure that it's all sanitised and clean to use. I mean, Dettol are fantastic, you can't go wrong with these, so yeah, this is definitely an essential. I always find it so difficult to sleep on the plane, which is one of the reasons why I always try to carry an eye mask with me. This one is a particularly great one. It's by Samsonite, and what I like about it is the fact that it's actually got a gel pad inside, which helps to kind of reduce puffiness. There we go. Which helps to reduce puffiness because my face gets so swollen and puffy when I'm travelling. I don't know what it is, probably water retention. So that helps to just reduce that and also assist you with getting a bit of sleep en route. So another thing that I always like to bring along with me on my travels is a trusty cap. This is because if you're going to a sunny destination, it's always good to protect your face from the direct sunlight, and also when you're in transit. I know for me, I very often can look absolutely frightful, my hair can be a mess, very often I won't wear any makeup or anything, so it's just kind of a good way to hide everything away and you know, be a bit more low profile, so I always like to carry one of these. Something else that always comes with me on my travels is this Gravel cosmetics case. I've been searching far and wide for the perfect cosmetics case, and this one definitely fits the bill. Not only is it incredibly well made, but it's also super organised. So as you can see, how amazing is that? So there's like a section where you can put your brushes, you can segregate out your makeup, as you can see here. So that kind of zips up. And then there's also a bigger compartment here where you can kind of put things like your shampoos and stuff like that. And there's also some other pockets here. What's really nifty about this is the fact that it's got this little hook where you can kind of hang it up, like so. I really don't like dumping all of my stuff in one big case because I feel like it's so disorganised, whereas this just keeps everything super well laid out and convenient and easy to get to. So yeah, I really would recommend this cosmetics case. If you're fascinated by this, then I'll leave the link in the description so you can have a look if you want to get one yourself. So this is a super important travel essential of mine, and this is a merino wool scarf. And what I love so much about this particular one is the fact that it's in a neutral colour, so it goes well with any outfit, and it's really, really big, as you can see. So you can wear it as a scarf, because very often it's chilly on the plane. I get very cold and very sensitive to the cold, so you can just kind of wrap up and keep warm, or even, because it's so large, you can use it as a bit of a blanket. You know, you can throw it over yourself. So yeah, this is a really good thing to have. I definitely think it's worth the investment to get either a good cashmere or merino wool scarf, because you'll get a lot of use out of it. I find that with synthetic fabrics, they tend to make my hair go really static and they're just very uncomfortable. Next travel essential is having some audiobooks. Now, whether I'm travelling or not, I'm always a big fan of audiobooks. I listen to a lot of them because I like the fact that you can kind of double up your tasks. I like to kind of either go for a walk or go to the gym or like clean the house while I'm listening to an audiobook. So I find it's a really efficient way of reading books. So my current listen is Before and Laughter by Jimmy Carr. I definitely recommend this. I think it's quite recently released, and yeah, he's got some great pearls of wisdom in there. Definitely worth a listen. I think especially when you're en route, there's so much waiting around. I think it's just a really good way to kind of be a bit productive. Particularly for long flights, I find that you can get through a whole audiobook, and yeah, it's just a really great way to use that time. So yeah, I'll always make sure my Audible library is well stocked before I embark on a journey. And when it comes to luggage, there are two pieces that are my trusty go-tos. I've got my trip suitcase. I actually got this from Cheshire Oaks outlet for a really, really good price. I'm pretty sure I only paid about £50 for this, so yeah, I got an absolute bargain. What I love so much about the suitcase is the gorgeous rose gold colour and the fact that it's incredibly durable. It's already served me very well through a couple of trips. I've already taken it to New Zealand, Vietnam, Dubai, and lots of other places. So yeah, I definitely recommend these. I mean, I definitely have considered investing in the Rimowa luggage cases, but I kind of worry that those are too heavy, whereas this suitcase is very light. It's made out of a very strong plastic, and it's just overall a really good piece to have. I mean, what more could you want? It's aesthetically pleasing, it's lightweight, and it's also very durable. When it comes to weekends away or carry-on luggage, I always opt for my trusty Samsonite wheelie case. I also like the fact that it's very well laid out. There's a section for your clothing, there's a section for your laptop and tech and documents and things like that. So yeah, it's just overall very functional. And then again, I also really like the rose gold accents. I feel like it pairs very well with my trip suitcase. So that's everything. I hope this has been of interest to some of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more similar content, do consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.